Hey Doug, my name is Latrina, and earlier this week my son reached out to you and offered you a free video showing some things you might be able to do to improve your online presence, get more leads, customers, and sales. And this is the video that we've made for Austin Natural Painting. As he mentioned, there's no selling in the video. We truly believe givers gain, so we make a few of these videos every week and offer them to small business owners like ourselves to help boost their business and hopefully bring value and service. Although they're free, it would be really great if you can leave us feedback. Most people don't. So your feedback would be greatly appreciated just so that we can know if our videos are actually helpful or not. So let me get started. I'm going to cover content, backlinks, and citations and why these are important website elements for you to have. We'll take a look at your company's online presence and I'll make recommendations for improvement that I believe could help boost your business. So content is anything that's on your website. It's the words, the images, and the videos. You want to have enough content because this is how Google learns what it is you do and how they include you in the search results when people are searching for your services. Ideally, your homepage should have at least 1,500 words and your back pages at least 500. This allows you to grab and describe all of those keywords that are important that people are searching for, right? So the more content you have, the more you are able to embed those items on your page. Citations are listings that you get in directories. It's your business name, address, and phone number like the example shown. You want to have these throughout the internet because your presence is important to Google. If they see that you're highly visible on the internet, then they're more willing to rank you and validate your business, okay? You want to get as many citations as you can and even more than your competition. And then backlinks, these are critical. Backlinks are the placement of your website onto other websites. Examples are if your website is listed in Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, any of these. These backlinks are redirecting traffic away from those sites back to your website, hence the name backlinks. The more backlinks you have, Doug, the more popular your website actually becomes. But not all backlinks are created equal. So you want to make sure the backlinks you do get are related to your painting industry, right? So painting, home improvement, those kinds of things. You would not get random backlinks like to Pizza Hut or to a nail spa, for example. They should be related to the work that you do. And not only are backlinks a measure of popularity, but to Google, they display trustworthiness. So and the way Google perceives it is if another business is willing to backlink to your website, that business must be trusting you, right? So to Google, it's a measure of trust for a business, and businesses that are highly trusted are ranked better than those who are not. All right, so let's hop on over. I'm going to come back to your website. I have some great things to say about your website, but let me go over to Google for a moment. So when we search painting contractors for Austin, Texas, we are presented with ads initially. Okay, that's pretty standard for Google. You get them at the top of the page and the bottom of the page. You ideally want to be listed organically. There's nothing wrong with ads, but some people won't see the ads, and ads are kind of hard to predict when they'll be appearing and all that kind of thing. So organic traffic is always the best, okay? And this area that I'm showing you is called the map pack. So when you do a search for keywords, usually you see a map pack like this. And this is where Google has listed who they perceive to be the top ranking companies for the keyword searched. So in this case, painting contractors for Austin. One thing I will point out is this one right here is not an optimized listing. And you may be, how do you know that? Well, they're missing a website. So what do you think? When someone comes to this box, they're likely to click the businesses that have a website versus one that does not. So in our industry, we consider this company to be low-hanging fruit in this box. They are very easy and vulnerable to knock out of their place. All right. So then Google continues to rank businesses on the page. You ideally want to be on the first few pages. As you move further away from the first few pages, less visibility will occur for you. Less people are going to those last few pages of Google. Usually people are in the first few pages making a decision or here in this map pack area, okay? So let's hop over to your website for Austin Natural Painting. First of all, I love your concept of using, doing natural work. And the photos that you have on your page are really awesome to depict what it is you do, the kind of work you do, the quality of work. I do notice that you don't have a lot of content, so I'm going to come back to that in a moment. What I do recommend, you also don't have a contact form that's very visible on your page or first thing people can see. And people tend to fill those out, Doug. So what I would recommend is, excuse me, having a short and sweet contact form somewhere on the top half of your page. Ideally, can just be a collection of name, email, phone number. That way, if people don't call, you miss their call, they leave a voice message that you can't hear, at least they were able to put in their name and information here so that you can right away have a hot lead and follow up with them, okay? Studies have shown on websites that people tend to fill those out if they're very easy to get to and prominent on the page. So I would recommend that. I would also maybe recommend having your phone number highly placed on the top of your page rather than down here. Down here is okay too, but I would recommend having it a few places on your page so that people can see it right away. And then coming back to content. Content is important because without the content, you're not going to be able to rank very well for the keywords that describe what it is you do. And your work is beautiful, so you want to be grabbing people's attention, right? And ranking well so that people can actually find your website. This is interesting because it looks a little bit like my neighbor's house. So what I would recommend is the 1,500 words on your homepage. Sounds like a lot. I know it sounds like a lot, but to Google it's not. To Google, it's ideal because it allows them to spend enough time on your website. If you have very little content, they jump right off. The bots do. So you want to entice the bots to stay on your website, to come to your website more often so they can become very familiar with Austin Natural Painting, okay? And that's going to help you to outrank your competition and grab all those keywords for the different types of things that you do, all right? So if we take a look at your stats right now, it's not terrible. You are ranking for a lot of keywords, but you're not ranking very well. So on a scale of 1 to 100, you're at a 29. This is not terrible. You have a lot of keywords, backlinks, that you lost. You had at one time 31,000 keywords, backlinks. I keep saying keywords, backlinks, but you're down to 900 now. Now remember, backlinks are a measure of popularity and trustworthiness. If Google sees that you had 31,000 at one time and you're down to 900, they're going to be questioning like your popularity and your trustworthiness as a business. Referring domains, you had 169 at one time, you're 53 now. Continue to build these up, okay? The thing about these backlinks and referring domains and citations, they don't stay indefinitely. You always need to be adding them. As you think about the internet, it's always growing. It's always being updated with relevant information. The same should happen for your business, okay? Now, if we look at those keywords that you're ranking for, you can see that some of them you're ranking pretty well, like painted limestone house. I don't know, 70 people type that in and you're ranking number 1 for that. But for other keywords, you're kind of ranking low. Think about when people are presented with this list. Are they really going to go to the painter who's number 25, 21 on the list? Probably not, right? So you want to be ranking. These keywords actually have a high number of volume. So house painting Austin, 350 people are searching that every single month, but you're number 21 on the list. So you want to be moving up higher on the list so that people can see you, you're more visible, okay? And that will happen over time if you continue to build your backlinks. Definitely get more content because that's essentially what's going to boost your presence as far as helping you to rank for those keywords, okay? Definitely will help you. It can't hurt you. It will definitely help you. So the final thing I want to show you is when you're shown the traffic, you're doing pretty decently, but I've seen other companies do a lot better as far as how they're ranking. Let's take another, I should have done this before you got on the call, but let's take this one, for example. They're on the front page, so let's see how they're doing side by side with you. Okay, So you're the blue line down here, and this is a measure of organic traffic, natural traffic coming from Google to the website. You can see you're ranking somewhere in the high 20s, 30s, and they are actually in the 200s, nearly 300s. So this is a gap that you can certainly work to close. And the way to do that is, again, content, 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 because the content is going to allow you to rank better for the keywords that you have. You have quite a few keywords, but you're not ranking well with them. Definitely continue to build out your backlinks. You're down to 900 and you had 31,000 at one time. But remember, not all backlinks are created equal. So make sure they're related to your niche. Okay. You're a painter, painting contractor. You want to make sure that all of your backlinks are related to painting or home improvement. Okay. With that, I'm going to end this here, Doug. I hope this has been helpful. Please give me some feedback so that we can continue to improve our videos. Also, if you have any questions whatsoever about anything I presented, let me know and I'm happy to clarify anything for you. These videos are intended to be informative and helpful, so I want to make sure that I'm doing that. With that, I wish you much continued success for Austin Natural Painting. Have a lovely weekend. Bye-bye.